Okay, we are asked to solve this binomial theorem, and it says that show that if x is so small that x cubed, an higher power of x can be neglected. And this is the question: 1 plus x over 1 minus x, everything else to the square root equals to 1 plus approximately equals to 1 plus x plus half x squared. By putting x equals to 1 over 7, show that root 3 is approximately equal to 196 over 113. So let's start. The first thing is to expand this. We can rewrite this man as using our law of indices. You can rewrite this as 1 plus x, 1 minus x. Everything raised to the power of half. Square root. This is what it means. It also means, what it also means is that 1 plus x then 1 minus x. So this is what this statement means. It also means 1 plus x raised to the power of half, right? 1 minus x raised to the power of minus half. So this is what this statement means. So now we can start to work. We can now pick this and expand. Now before I start, if you are given a plus n, a plus b to the power of n, so if n is less than 1, if n is less than 1, the expansion, so our a, let me copy this. If the n is less than 1, you can use this expansion, a raised to the power of n plus n is to be a, n minus 1 into b, then the next one, n into n minus 1, 2 factorial into a, n minus 2, then b raised to the power of 2, plus the next term, n minus 1, no, n into n minus 1, n minus 2, all over 3 factorial, n minus 3, b raised to the power of 3. So it continues like that. You have the next term if your n is less than 1. Now what we have here, half is less than 1, minus half is also less than 1. So we are going to use this pattern of expansion to expand this, and we are given that we should ignore any term that is x cubed and above. So we are not going to deal with anything x cubed, we are going to ignore them. So let's start with this. So we have that. So this one will now be 1. That will be 1 raised to the power of half. I'm writing it so that you understand. I don't want to jump the steps. So next one is, our n is half. So we have half. And then this next one is 1 raised to the power of half minus 1. Then we have x. Then the next term we have, which is half minus 1 minus 1 all over 2 factorial into 1 half minus 1, then x squared. No, this is 2. And so since they said we should ignore anything x cubed, so I'm going to ignore that and I'll just put dash dash dash. So just to show that I'm ignoring that. So this one is equals to 1 plus, so 1 raised to this will still be 1. So I'm going to ignore that. So this will be half x. And the next term that we have is 7. Half into minus half into minus half. 2 factorial is 2. And then this man is x squared. So plus dash dash dash. So you have 1 plus 1 over 2 x. So if you open that bracket up, it will give you minus 1 over 8 x squared. So you have this for this term. That's the first part that we have dealt with. So we need to go back and pick the second one and also expand it. Just follow the pattern we are using. So this one will be 1 raised to the power of half plus the next one is plus, so we have minus half into 1 minus 1 over 2 minus 1. Just follow along, and then this next one will be minus x. So the next term that we're going to have, which is minus half, then the next one minus half minus 1 all over 2 factorial into. So you can now have your 1. I won't rush, so let's just write it. 1 raised to the power of minus half minus 2, then minus x whole squared. So this will be the pattern that of what we are having. So just take note, is this pattern we are using, this binomial expansion pattern that we are using when our n is less than 1. So I'm going to expand this. So this will give me 1. So everything here, this will go to 1. So we have minus half minus x. So 1 over 2. So we have minus 3 over 2 all over 2. 2 factorial will give you 2. So what you have there, everything here goes to 1. 1 raised to power anything will always give you 1. So then we have our x squared. So expanding that, that will give us 1 plus, I need to put something here, plus dash 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 plus dash 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 dash. So open up that bracket, that will give you plus half x. Then if you open this bracket also, it will give you 3 over 8 x squared. So dash dash dash. So we have gotten the two values, let's call this I1 and let's call this I2. So we merge the two together. So we merge two together, and I merge this with it also. Now, if you look at this man that we have here, that man that we have here is the same as what we have at this place. This is it. It's still the same with this. So I can also copy this and paste it. So you can see it clearly now. So you can see it clearly. So I'm going to combine the two. I'm going to combine the two. We have this one. I'm going to combine them. And then with this. So now, since I'm ignoring certain terms, I can now write this. I can say that this man is approximately since I'm going to be ignoring certain terms now. So 1 times, you are going to use this to multiply, use this, what is here, to multiply each term that is here, to multiply the terms, each individual terms here, ignoring anything x cubed. So we are going to start now. 1 times this will give us 1. 1 times half x, that will give us 1 over, then 1 times 3 over 8x squared, that will give us 3 over 8 x squared. So we have that. So we start again. We now use half x to multiply. So by the time you use half x to multiply 1, that will give you plus 1 over x. Now use this half x to multiply this. That will give you plus 1 over 4 x squared. Now use this half to multiply this. Half x times 3 over 8x squared. That will give you something cubed. So we ignore it. Ignore that. So the next term is now minus 1 over 8x squared. Use it to multiply this. That will give you minus 1 over 8x squared. Now use this one again to multiply this. You see it's x 1 over 8x squared times 1 over 2x. That will give you 1 over 16x cubed. So we don't need that. It's x cubed. The question says we should ignore anything x cubed and above. So we're not going to deal with that. So now that we have gotten this, I'm going to copy this. So I want you to see what is happening. So now I'm going to start the addition now and add the terms 1. Add each terms. So add 1. So half this man plus this one, half x plus half x will give us x. So now the next one that we have, this 3 over 8x squared minus this will give us plus 2 over 8 x squared. So minus, no, plus 1 over 4 x squared. We can still work on this. So I'm going to write this. So copy. So if you cut this, 2 over 8 will give us 1 over 4. So now Add them together, 1 plus x, 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4, 1 over 4 x squared plus 1 over 4 x squared will give us 1 over 2 x. Let me use this symbol because, okay, so we can indirectly say that. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to copy this also. So I'm going to change this, remove this, and remove that. So this is what this is squared, and this is squared. So this is what we are asked to do. So I hope you follow along to see how we go about it. So this is the whole problem. Now the question goes ahead and says that we should substitute x equals to 1 over 7. I mean, anywhere x is, put 1 over 7 in there. So we are going to do that now. I said by that we should show that root 3 is equals to that. So I'm going to work on this now. Let me just copy this. So we are starting the second phase of the question. So I'm going to put 1 over 7. So substitute 1 over 7 for x. So I'm going to put 1 over 7. Anywhere I see, so this will be 1 over 7, and then 1 over 7. So in that case, now remember we got this man to be approximately this. So I'm going to copy this also and put 1 over 7 in there. So anywhere I'm going to put 1 over 7 in there, and then 1 over 7. So now we can start. I can work with this. Just pay attention to what we'll be doing. So this man, by the time we do that, this will give us 8 over 7. If we work on this, it will give us 6 over 7. So if we work on this, 1 is 1 over 7, and this will be 49. That will be 98. 1 over 98. This is what we're going to get. So just follow along as we. So I've simplified this. I've also simplified. Whatever you get is what you're going to get here. So now, so what this one means is 8 over 7, 7 over 6. So find the LCM of that. That will be 98. So this one will be 1. That would be 14 plus 1. And this will be 98. Sorry, 98 plus 14 plus 1. So now if we cut that, that will give us, this will be 4 over 3 equal to, if you add this one together, it should give you 113 over 98. So the square root of that will be 2 over root 3 is equals to 113 over 98. So make root 3 so get of the formula. Root 3 now will now be equals to root 3 will now be equal to, if you are to look at it, that will now be 2 times 98 all over 113. I need to change the symbol, so we'll change it. So it's approximate. So if we open that bracket up with 3, will be approximate. If you multiply that, that will give you 6, 6, 1, 9, 6. Then this is 3, and then 1, 1, 3. So this is our approximate value for the 3 using the value we are given. So we have gotten the first one. The first one, which is this, which we are asked to find. So we should show that that is that, and that root 3 is equals to this. So the second part is this root 3, which we have here. Substitute 1 over 7 for x, and that is what we have done here. So this is the second part of the question. So I hope you get something out of this, learning how to solve, how to do binomial expansion when your n is less than 1. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, to share our videos with your friends and colleagues, and to visit us next time. Thank you.